photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me that it's over. I know it's true. You made me happy for a while.
Okay, so we had a little bit of rain yesterday, which is always great. Always great. So I wanted to show you all the garden while it's looking all lush and pretty. And let's take a look around. Okay, so here is the okra. See, it's got some beautiful blooms. Absolutely love okra blooms. Got some okras on top. We've had some ant issues, as you can see right there. They're like eating. Let's see if I can get that to focus. They're eating the pods on some of these. Like, look at that. It's just really sad. See, you can see there, having problems there as well. I don't know what to do about the ants yet, because we have been spraying them with neem oil and BT. They're still getting them. We still got some cherry tomatoes over here. You can see. And we're still getting some. These have been producing for so long. Some of them are like the black cherry tomatoes. Those. It's funny, they're called black cherry, but they're kind of light colored. Let's see what else we got over here. This lettuce, I've cut all the seed heads off these lettuce and they grew back, which I think is kind of funny. Our dill is dying back. I really wish it would put off some flowers so I could collect seed, but thinking that it was going to grow back, we plucked the flowers off. Now I only see like one flower. There's some more tomatoes. More tomatoes. Those are looking nice and pretty. Even though the plant looks like it's dying back, the tomatoes look great. We did let our eggplant go to seed. I collected them the other day and dried out the seed. So now I have a bunch of piccolo eggplant seed. We got these two loofahs. I really don't think these two are going to do anything, but we'll see. They did kill everything else around them, so it'd be cool if they did something, but garden doesn't always do what you want. So my pepper plants did not do well this year. This is our only one that's doing anything, and it's not that big. I planted that one. This one died. This one's dying, but it's still green. And this one just died. This was a habanero I got from the store. Let's see, what else do we have? Over here we have our okra. And this is wild gooseberry. You can see they're starting to form. Gooseberry. Our okra looks great. Got some mustard here. Oh, goodness. Actually, I don't know if this is mustard. This might be broccoli or cabbage, honestly. Or maybe even kale. Yeah, this okra looks fantastic. Our bush cucumbers are dying, and we're not exactly sure why. We've mulched them, they get good water. Now, there are ants in them that have come in the last week. And so what I really think what happened is they dug the tunnels down in there, and it caused too much aeration for the roots. And so that's probably why they're dying. Peach tree's looking great. It's got all these nice leaves, all these good cuttings for next year. I'm so excited to take cuttings off that. I did take one off. It's sitting on the front porch. And I really think it's going to root. I hope it does. We have planted rutabaga here. There's mustard growing. On the other side of the mustard, I planted carrots. No, I'm sorry. On the other side of the mustard, I planted collards. And on the other side of the collards, I planted carrots. And then down at the end, where I think that broccoli is growing, I planted Swiss chard as well, since none of the other of those seeds came up. Cucumbers are looking great after all that rain. Nice and happy. Some good cucumbers on there. I do see a couple that look like they're turning yellow. We got corn going down that row. It's looking pretty good. It is getting a lot of pest damage, which happens in this Texas weather, and especially during the late summer and midsummer where all the pests come out. We have zucchini. These were the ones from that transplant video. I did have this one die back. This one died. This one we actually have zucchinis forming on. Let's see if I can find one. It's very compact in here, and I'm honestly surprised that it's so compact and chaotic in there. Yeah, there's one. So, can't wait to see those. This one's not doing super great, but it is still alive. This one's doing great. That one's doing good. Doing good. This one's not doing good, but it's alive. That one's doing pretty good. This one, like I said last night, we had a lot of storm damage, but it still looks okay. It doesn't look like it uprooted or anything. Say hi to sweet husband. And then we got beans planted here. The top crop variety. Got a bunch of okra that's doing really good. It's got lots of blooms on it. Lots of bees. We have huge bumblebees here. Let's walk over here. These black-eyed peas honestly are not doing as good as our first row of them did. But they are putting off peas right now. I say peas, but you know, in my head they're beans. Let's see if I can find some. Yeah. Pods forming. Hopefully the grasshoppers leave them alone. I doubt they'll leave them alone, but it'd be nice if they would. And we still have squash here. Now the first 4 of those died, but we have 1, 2. Oh, this one looks like it took some damage last night. 3 and 4. That's all that made it out of the 8. And then these are still putting off black-eyed peas. I'm really surprised that they are. I mean, as old as they are. We also have our watermelon. That's doing pretty good. Down this way. We've harvested probably half of what we'll get in total. And then over here we got the loofahs, which yesterday I trimmed off our 2 longer loofah plants. They were done, they were dry, so I'm drying them out. They're already claimed, and they'll be going out soon. Can't wait to collect the seed from them. And I'll do a video on washing your loofah. Let's see. And if you are interested in growing loofah, make sure you have a lot of space for them to spread out. They're so long, like 20 foot, roughly. Anyways, there's some more cucumbers. And I really think that's about all I have to show y'all. Except I want to show y'all our pear tree, because not too long ago in one of my videos I talked about how it was dying and all the leaves were shriveling up, turning brown and dying, and now they've got new growth, so I'm really happy about that. Anyways, so I want to talk to y'all about a couple of tools that we use in our garden. And I want to share them because I think a lot of people don't know where to start, and I want to help out. Okay, so one of the tools that we use in our garden a lot, and I absolutely love it. It makes the job of tilling so much easier, and furrowing, which is building the little like dips that you plant your seed in the rows. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all that, and then we also use a few other tools that I'm going to show. Okay, so this is a wheel plow. Now they can be kind of expensive, but if you're crafty, they're not super complicated to make. You can see there's an attachment bar here between the two. And then there's these two that go down to a plow. Turn this over. That's pointed at the bottom. And it's attached here. Goes up there. And then there's this wheel. And literally, let's see if I can get the, really just push. And it tills the ground. You see that? I think that is a super cool tool. I think it's older technology, but it works awesome in our garden. We also at least I do, use these post hole diggers. And these are really good for like if you do a lot of transplants. They make awesome holes for your transplants. Let's see, we also have your standard hoe right here. It's metal tipped. We like the metal tip, they tend to last a little longer. We also use this. I don't know the technical term for this, but this is really good for like if you're making a row step, just kind of like loosen the soil a little. So we use that. Another thing that we use, it's down here, is a rake. And this is really good for pulling what you've just tilled onto your row. And it's also pretty good for weeding small weeds and whatnot. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? Another thing we use is weed eater. We do this for a lot of these plants. We get a bunch of this. I don't exactly remember what it's called. I did look it up at one point. But we get them all over the place. And that weed eater takes them out pretty good. So that's always nice. Another thing we use is square headed shovels and pointed headed shovels. And then I really think that's about it. We do use a few small garden spades, and of course, you know, you want gloves. The other thing that we use are pruners, and let me get you a pair to look at. These aren't the best ones, but they do the job. And these are just from Walmart. Came in a 2-pack. I think it was like $6. And it used to have a lock to where you could lock it closed, but it broke off. Anyways, look at these. It's the only one I can really see stick on. Look, there's more. Oh, I'm excited to dig those up. Saw it, I told my husband, I was like, babe, look. We need that much compost.
Exactly it.
Look at all this. Do you mind if I video? Okay. DNS dirt work, guys. Look at all this composted horse poop and hay and wood chips and all this good stuff. I told my husband today, I said, I never thought I'd be so excited for a bunch of poop. But I have been so excited. And this was $120 for Parker County residents, guys. 7 cubic yards. That's about all I have to show right now. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said in many of our previous videos, we're literally just trying to help people who are inspired to garden, don't necessarily know where to start. I want them to know it's not that hard. It does take some time and a little bit of work, but the work really does pay off. When you start harvesting those vegetables and fresh tomatoes and cucumbers and okra, and it's just tastes so much better than you could ever possibly imagine from your grocery store. Anyways, like I said, I appreciate y'all watching this video. Give us a like, subscribe, share our videos, get us out there, and until next time, God bless. Bye.